Oh, fuck, I have no idea why it's so difficult for me to start videos. Anyway, sorry I've been gone for so long. I ended up taking the family to Florida so the girls could go to Disney World. We were down there a week, and I usually record all my videos on Sundays, so those both happen to be travel days. Just was not able to put anything together, so that's why there's such a gap between the last video and this one. Sorry about that. So I've got a stack of albums here that I've most of them, and there's a few oddities sprinkled in there, but most of them I've had for going on a year, and some of them are probably over that. And it's like, if I don't show these off now, I'm never going to get around to it. So that's kind of the purpose of today's video. If you're looking for 2018 content, it is coming back. I've got enough on here to do at least 2 videos, not to mention the stuff coming in. So we'll get back to it, promise. Listening to Exhumed. All Guts, No Glory. I woke up this morning really in an Exhumed mood, and I was like, I haven't listened to this album in fucking forever, so we're going to jam this. I believe it's their 2011 release. Yep. Killer fucking album. Alright, so while I was down there in Disney World, everything's fucking outrageous expensive, but I was like, I've got to get some kind of a souvenir. I don't even care. I'm going to get one. So I got this little keychain thing. This is supposed to be from the Haunted Mansion, which is the one thing down there I truly love. I wrote it as a kid, and it was just amazing to me, and I've loved it ever since. So it was the nostalgia aspect of it, and just the sentimental value. So I mean, you've got the ghost host there in the middle, I guess, and the fucking gravestones and shit. It's a skull, everyone can tell that. This is not going on my keychain at all. This was fucking $14. So if you've never been, there's some kind of there's a taste of what you have to expect. So, but I was like, I'm going to buy something. I don't even give a fuck. But fucking keychain is $14 fucking dollars. Ridiculous. But there's that. It's going to get hung up in here. I'm not fucking carrying it around with me or anything. So the first one I have is an album that is really good. Everyone knows this album. It's a fucking amazing album, but I think in part it got overshadowed with all the other stuff coming out at the time. This is Baphomet, or Baphomet if you prefer. I don't give a fuck. I say Baphomet, with the Dead Shall Inherit. Amazing record out of 1992. Another Buffalo band that just fucking slaughters. That whole scene was fucking ripping shit apart back then. And part of the reason why, I mean, it was years before I heard this album. You know, when I first started getting into death metal, I didn't hear about this band for a long time thereafter. And I think part of it was the reason why, you know, they didn't put out a ton of stuff, but I mean, look at what came out that year. Fucking Tomb of the Mutilated, fucking Legion, Onward to Golgotha, Across the Styx, Retribution. I want to say that Demigod put out Sullen Eyes that year. I mean, just, it's almost like it just got pushed aside for all this other stuff that was out. But, that being said, amazing fucking record. I mean, if you like monstrosity, sinister, malevolent creation, this is absolutely perfect. That's right up your alley. It's exactly what this shit is. Fucking great album. And nothing came in the book, I do believe. It was just that. But fucking killer fucking record. Really wanted to show this off for a while now, and it's just right up my alley in terms of the death metal I like, at least when we're talking about old school shit. Fucking amazing. This next one is this was kind of a blind buy, and it just looked intriguing until I looked to see what was on it and what the whole purpose of it was. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just get it. It was really cheap, if I recall, like maybe $5 or $6. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is Fantomania-Volume II, I guess, from 2009. So the band Phantom, a Hungarian black thrash band, I guess is a tribute to them. So they were around in the late 80s, early 90s maybe. No, I think just like between 88 and 89, somewhere in there. But they were influenced by, like, you know, Celtic Frost, sorry. Hellhammer, you know, Venom, Possess, like, you know, all the early extreme shit from that time. That's kind of what their whole niche was. But you've got a bunch of bands on here, just, I guess, so they've got some of their own songs, plus every one of them does a Phantom tribute. Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So really, I only bought this for Drunken Bastards. That was the selling point for me. I saw they were on there. I was like, I'm getting it. So they were the one band I actually knew of on here, but there was some good stuff on here too. Fucking Sacrificial Dagger's really good. Funebre, I guess is how you pronounce it. So I've been wanting to show this off for a fucking while now. It's just, like I said, there's so much other shit coming up, I've not been able to show this. I believe I got this on Hill's Headbangers. It was put out by Metal or Die Records. So if you can find it, I know I got it cheap, but it's worth a listen. There's some cool shit on here, for sure. This next one. and I know I've already done this in a soundtrack, but they're one of my favorite bands. This is an album I'd wanted for a long time. I don't know why it took me this long to get it. It's like I just kind of ignored that part of the scene for the most part and just focused on the US stuff. But this is Grave. Into the Grave. I believe it's their, yes, first overall full length. Fucking personification of Swedish death metal. Everyone fucking knows this, obviously. I think the main reason why I really wanted to show this one off instead of just having it on the shelf is they're probably my favorite, at least out of the big Swedish bands. Probably just because they were the first one I heard. I mean, it's not like any real particular reason that, you know, I love all the other ones as well. But just a fucking great album. This is an amazing album. And the very next year they did an even better one with You'll Never See. That one is the pinnacle of Grave for me. But, you know, fucking, what can you say? For Your God, Haunt, or Hating Life, Into the Grave, In Love is my fucking jam. I love that fucking song. So this one is, I believe, 2001 reissue. Yeah. So you've got the original album, of course. Plus, you've got, it comes with the Tremendous Pain 7-inch EP and some demo tracks on here. And the really cool thing about it is they put the Tremendous Pain art on the inside of the CD book, so that's a nice little touch there. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Fucking, you like Carnage, you like Nihilist, Slash, fucking Entombed, Dismember, Vomitory. All those bands are right up your alley. You know fucking Grave. I don't need to say anything else about it. So, there you go. Let me get me something fucking to drink, because I've been recording this video all fucking morning. There's something about starting a video that takes me 20 goddamn tries to fucking get it done. Sorry. Alright, so this next one, I don't really hear anyone talking about this. And I know it's just, they kind of went and became more of an industrial band and years later, but in the early days, there's no reason not to like this. This is Morgoth. So this is the Resurrection Absurd as well as the Eternal Fall EPs put together on one compilation. Both of these came out in, I believe, 89 and 90, respectively. And if you're a fan of Death, these guys are the German equivalent of Death. So there's no reason not to like this. None whatsoever, at least these releases. So this is a Century Media reissue, I think from 2011. And it's, I don't know how many of you have enhanced shit anymore, but it's a enhanced CD with a live performance in New York in 91, which I've still not tried to get that to work. We'll get around to it eventually. Now, the unfortunate thing is it's licensed by Icarus, or Dickarus, as I like to call them, fucking skanks. I don't know how they fucked this up. So, this particular reissue is supposed to have a, it's got the enhanced part with the live album, or the live performance, and it's supposed to come on a black CD. That's not a black CD. So, I don't know if it's just Icarus fucking shit up or what, but it's fucking gay. Anyway, really dope shit. I mean, this is pretty much identical to Death. So if you are a Death fan in any regard, shape, or form, there's no reason for you to not to have this. Both of these EPs are fucking amazing. Go get them. I know they became an industrial band later on, which is whatever, and I've yet to even fucking check it out, but come the fuck on. Morgoth fucking rules. At least at this point in their career. Alright, so this one is one that I've wanted for a long time, and it was really nice to see this get repressed on vinyl. Whew, one of my favorite black metal albums of all time. It's one of the best ones of all time. I know I say that about fucking every goddamn album I show, and that's just a fucking, you know, me being an idiot and just force of habit just saying that shit. But this is an amazing fucking record. Everyone knows this one. The fucking Goatmoon-Finnish Steel Storm. I mean, goddamn, what a fucking album. Everyone knows how fucking great this is. So originally Werewolf put this out in 07. This was, I believe, reissued just this past year. And I was able to get my hands on one of them. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I love everything. I love the gnarly Finnish sound. I love how Finland has their own fucking black metal sound, you know. I love the keyboards in there, kind of giving it the folk element. I mean, there's fucking flutes on here, goddamn tubas. It's fucking great fucking album. What else is there to say about it? So there's the back. Holy fuck. This is one of those ones that it was like, I've wanted for such a long time. I don't want to say it's a holy grail in the sense that some of these other ones were, but it's just like, it's been on the want list forever, and I keep staring at it and staring at it. It's like, I need to fucking cross this off. I need to get this on CD too, because this is just some great shit to be riding around listening to. So absolutely nothing comes with it. Nothing at all. No fucking inner sheet or nothing. But it does have the record, and there are a couple different variants. I believe there's a splatter one with these colors, so I got the half and half. I thought that looked really cool. And I love how it's got this fucking stain over here on the side where the paint ran and all that. It's fucking great. With the wax, I mean. So, yeah, fucking beautiful album. The fucking packaging is great. I mean, just the whole setup is fucking amazing. Love the colors on the fucking record itself. And, it really is one of the best black metal albums ever made, in my opinion. So, there's that. It's just fucking great to be able to finally knock this one off my fucking want list. So, there's Goatmoon-Finnish Still Storm. Alright, and these also got reissued right around the same time. I'll just show them both at the same time. These are the, I believe the first. Yeah, I believe these are the first two full lengths from Abruptum. And I'm not going to fucking pronounce them. This is the first one. Right? Yeah, this is the second one. I'm not going to fucking even try to pronounce them. This is some shit that a lot of times I'm just really not in the mood to listen to. It's just black noise, you know what I mean? There are times where I'm fucking really digging it, and other times where I'm like, I have no interest in listening to this at all. But I don't know, it just depends on the mood. But, you know, being that, you know, it's just hard for me to listen to it a lot of times because I'm not really a noise fan. These were two albums I was not going to pass up on. I've wanted them forever. They finally got reissued. You know, I think, where did I get these? Hell's probably. I get everything through Hell's that gets reissued anyway. I just did not want to pass up on them, you know. So, I think Inferno Profundus re-released these, and, fuck. Well, I mean, that's all I really had to say about that. So, I mean, really, it's just not even music at times, but, you know, that's how noise is, and I'm just not much of a noise fan. But that being said, I did not want to pass these up, because when I am in the mood for them, I'm fucking digging them. It just really just depends for me, so, there's not really much inside. You've got Morgan and It right there. And in here. So I think that's more the classic photo there. So yeah, Morgan is still keeping the band going on top of doing Marduk shit. So It, I know, died last year. And I really need to check out some of the newer stuff. I don't know how much different it is from this. But I knew of these two, and I've listened to these two quite a bit before I was able to pick them up. So did not want to pass them out. And yeah, fucking amazing. And speaking of shit getting reissued, me being the Deicide fan I am, finally, I'm 2 years fucking late, but I got my hands on this. Amon-Sacrificial. Now, there is nothing much to this. If you have the first Deicide record, all you're going to get with this is some less produced versions of it. So I think the Sacrificial, it's got the Sacrificial demo here, and it's pretty close to the actual the self-titled full length that they would put out as Deicide. I mean, it's pretty much identical. But the Feasting the Beast side, it's more, I think they recorded it in a garage or some shit, and it sounds really, really raw, which I like this one a lot better. And the one glaring thing I noticed was that it's got Oblivious to Nothing over here, which would become Oblivious to Evil. Fucking great goddamn song. And there's not a lot to it. I mean, there's this interview here with, Eric Hoffman, and then you've got photos to check out, which there's not a ton, but still cool to check out. Oops, shit. So yeah, me being the Deicide fan I am, I had to fucking have this, and it was like, goddamn, finally. Long time coming. I wanted it on vinyl. I might eventually get it on vinyl if I can find a vinyl copy, but there that is. Alright, so I know Eric Bauer showed this band off in his last video, and I swear to God, I'm not trying to copycat him. It's just one of those things where it's like, I have to fucking show this one off. This one I've had the longest, and I've still not been able to find a time or a minute to actually be showing this. Hang on just a second. Ah, shit. So I'm not trying to rip you off, Eric, I swear. But this is Hyrax. This is their 2004, pretty much their comeback reissue. Their comeback album on Deep Six Records. This is The New Age of Terror. I don't know how you guys feel about this one. I love Hyrax early shit, and they play it on this album, but it's the production kills me on this. The modern sound just really kind of kills their punch, and I don't know what it is. It's just, it doesn't have that raw quality to it. You know, nothing has power in it, which is weird. So I don't know, man. It's just, it's like the production is taking all the punch out of it. It's a good fucking album, but it just sounds like, it's almost like you could play this shit on the fucking radio. I don't know why that is. It's just one of those things, I guess. But I mean, before this, I know they'd put out a few EPs in 2000 and 2001, but had not put out a full length since '86. So goddamn 18 years. But still a good album. I would recommend checking it out. I mean, if you like Hyrax, you'll dig it. If you like their early shit, you will dig it. It's just kind of lacking in some regards, and I really think it's just the production mainly. I really want to know you guys' opinion on this one in particular, because that's just how I felt, man. I've listened to this again and again and again and again, just really trying to see what it is I'm missing, and I really think that's what it is. It's just the production is taking all the fucking fight and the punch and the intensity out of it. You guys tell me what you think. That's just how I feel about it. But still a good album. Love Hyrax to death. That's why I really feel bad about kind of knocking it like that. But it is what it is, man. That's just how I feel about it. So there's that one. And speaking of Deicide, the last one I needed to pick up in terms of their good albums, I guess, Service of the Light. Finally got this one. I know people shit on this one, but it's a goddamn good album. I don't care what you say. So I still need, like, I think, what all do I need? Incinerate Him, In Torment in Hell, To Hell with God, Till Death Do Us Apart, Till Death Do Us Part, and the, whatever the new one's called, I don't remember. But I have all the good ones, and the first four, to me, are perfect. You can't do any better. I mean, Servants of the Light, Bastard of Christ, Blame It on God, Slave to the Cross, This of Hell We're In. God, this is a fucking great album. And I know you can tell at this point that the production is changing, the sound is changing a little bit. But it's, to me, I think it's one of their best. It's one of their more underrated albums, in my opinion. So I don't know if I'll get around to getting all the records. I might as well at this point, because I own everything else. I just need those four plus the new one coming out, which I'm sure I'll get the new one. So, I mean, it might as well be a completionist. So I don't fucking know. I don't really care personally. I don't really want to waste money on those albums because I really don't like them all that much. But I probably will at some point. So there's that one. And the last one, been really trying to build up my discography on this band because I didn't have much. I've never really had much, and it's like, why don't you have anything from this band? This is Marduk-Opus Nocturne, their 94 fucking, I think, 4th overall record on Osmos. Fucking classic Marduk, man. You know, they've got the you've got the raw necro shit from bands like, you know, the Norway bands like fucking Mayhem and Dark Throne, and you know what that sounds like. But this was the more of the Swedish sound. I guess it's more of a Swedish sound with like Dark Funeral. I know they're a Norwegian band, but Shooter, you know, shit like that. They've got the really fast drumming, the really fast riffing. It's not a lot of slow parts. It's just kind of the big epic sound of black metal, you know what I mean? Without it being epic black metal. So yeah, this is one of their best, man. Easily one of their best. Highly recommend this one if you haven't got it, because I certainly didn't have it. And I definitely want to get their first 4 albums, and then we'll probably just go from there. But Marduk is an amazing band, and they're one of my favorites. And it's just, I didn't own anything from them outside of fucking Frontschwein and fuck, I don't even remember what else is the other one I have. So great band, fucking Marduk. I want to get off here before I fuck this up even worse. So I appreciate you guys watching and checking this out and everything. I'll check you out in the next video. I've got a few things to show, and then we'll get back to 2018 releases, the video after that. So thank you so fucking much for watching. See you later.